G'day guys, and hello to Bobsamurai. This is a video response to his question of your top 5 fond memories of anime or best anime parts or something on the lines of that. I can't remember, read the title. He said a universal one that doesn't count is the Dragon Ball Z when Goku turned Super Saiyan. Yes, very memorable for a generation, but it's not very fond or special to me. I gotta say the most memorable memory of Dragon Ball Z is later on when Goku and someone else is in heaven and they're doing their extensive training for like the Grand Kai or Supreme Kai or one of the Kais. And some shit's been going down in hell and he had to get sent down to fix it. And when he went down there he found Frieza, Cell and some enemies from long ago causing all sorts of ruckus, so, defeats them without breaking out a sweat, even though memories ago they were like the hardest obstacle to come across, and there was a tongue-in-cheek thing for half an episode. That's going to be my favourite memory, but this shall not contribute to my list of 5. Now, I don't like ranking things in number. I do have a number 1 piece and 4 others that are fairly fond. I'll just get straight into it with a warning that the anime, which I'll have the list down below, is most likely going to be spoilt. First one, Cowboy Bebop's final conclusion and fight, Spike versus Vicious. It's a very, very mysterious plot line in regards to this conflict in history between the two. We get some very vague flashbacks and involvement with that woman and involvement in the syndicate crime gang. A very heated and epic battle at the end resulted with Spike using a pistol as a hand-to-hand combat mechanism against the Japanese sword. Very fascinating. Number 2 would be Deamon of the Fleeting Blossom, or Hakuoki Season 2. This is about the Shinsengumi around the turn of the rise of the Meiji period, and Hijikata, vice commander of the Shinsengumi, near the conclusion of the series, is doing his last charge in the, I believe it's called the Republic of Uzo. This would be Hokkaido when it's split from Japan for about a year or two. Because he is so heavily respected throughout the entire country due to his services in Kyoto, he gets rid of his Western clothing and redons the Shinsengumi traditional uniform and charges on horseback single-handedly or with a few troops into a massive rank of riflemen. And due to their respects, they sometimes purposely miss, or he charges for quite a long time until he's downed after several shots. This is a historical moment and does appear in a few other anime, and that's a fairly special one. Next, Voices of a Distant Star. This is a very short film, and it's about a young girl that's going out to war in a robot or mobile suit to fight some aliens on the outer border of the universe. So they leave the Earth's atmosphere, do some training around Mars, and then they just keep chasing him. And this is a very long journey, as space travel is 10, 20 years of constant travelling. But for some weird reason which defies science, her and her boyfriend are able to communicate via text message or phone, and it takes longer and longer for the messages to be relayed, from a couple of days to a couple of weeks to a couple of months. The last message that's received, he doesn't know if she's dead or not, was like several to 9 years, and he just assumed that she forgot all about him and whatnot, not knowing that this message travelled for so long to get him, and to break out into a very emotional soundtrack. And he's already an old man at that period when they once were lovers during their teenage years. That's a story of love through the ages. Ghost in the Shell Season 2. Now, the Tachikoma are a robotic spider that everybody loves with a very cheeky attitude. And during season 2 they start becoming self-aware, and the Foundation sees them as dangerous, so they lock them away for testing and experiments. They break out when the final conflict is occurring, which becomes a very dangerous situation and the launch of a nuclear missile. They hack into some systems and whatnot and decide to drop a satellite on the nuke and detonate it in outer space before it returns and hits the Earth in a densely populated area. They're overjoyed, but one of them points out that the only satellite that they can hack and drop onto the nuke is their own satellite with their collective personality and memory stored on it, meaning if the satellite is destroyed, they shut down and die. Realising it's the only way they can save their work colleagues who they love like a family, they do so in sacrifice while in song. And it sort of shows that, you know, robots can show comradage with humans, where a lot of shows about robots becoming self-aware normally tends to be quite darker and violent. The last one would be Rurouni Kenshin, the series, and this is near the start of the anime, not the end, where Saito, another Shinsengumi member, confronts Kenshin to bring him to the side of the government to help him defeat an assassin, Shishio. And to awaken Kenshin, who's become quite soft over the years since the war, he goes into a fight with him and tries to awaken the Batosai in him. And it's a very it's a fight that awakens a lot of hate and memories from a war long fought, which was very bloody, and you could feel the tension and the emotion in the room. Also a very well animated and written piece. I hope you've enjoyed my little list here, and I've got a wide platter of anime I've seen over the years, and yeah, you might bring something onto it, or might check out the series after hearing about my fascination. I shall catch you later.